Good morning. We've got a cool, 45-degree morning, and today I'm going to be working on this little greenhouse behind me. So try to get some plants and things in there that we can store over the winter. We can get this little small greenhouse heated over the winter by putting a little oil heater in there. So it's got a bunch of damage to it. So got to replace these polycarbonate panels and see if we can get this thing in usable condition. Let me show you a little bit about what we've done here. The first thing is I've actually relocated it. It was sitting where this bare spot in the ground is, and there was another little shed next to it that we've moved. But so I've relocated it, and now today's task is going to be to replace all these damaged, worn out polycarbonate panels, some in the roof as well. You can see the ones that I patched and repaired in the past that are still, some of those are in good shape, but some of these are really in bad condition. I'm just going to have to replace them. So I'm going to work on that today, get the door for it remade, and we'll be able to store some plants in there. But nice little greenhouse. It's small, but you'd be surprised what you can keep alive over the winter months and something like that. So I've put some ground weed barrier on the ground underneath it, and my plan here also is to maybe put some more weed barrier around the both sides of the outside of it, and make a little planting area for the spring around the outside of it. So we'll see how it goes, see how far I can get. So originally when we got this greenhouse, it came with these little wire clips that clip into the frame and hold the polycarbonate panels in place. A lot of those have been lost or damaged or simply don't hold it in our windstorm, so I put sheet metal screws through into the frame. So I'm going to start by taking all of those apart. I'm going to start with the larger panels and see if we can get those replaced first, and then we'll use the smaller pieces that are left for things like the missing roof panels and the door panels that need to be replaced, which are smaller. Trying to save these screws so I can reuse them. The little rubber seals on them are still in good shape. All right, now for the metal clips. So on these polycarbonate sheets, there is a side of it that's supposed to go to the outside or towards the sunlight. It's generally the side that has this blue film on it. It says sunlight, all the tags and everything are on that side. This is the side that will go on the outside. So not sure exactly why that's important, maybe because of the UV coating or something to that nature, but so I'm going to get the first sheet and get this peeled off, and then we'll lay the panel out on this and use it for a template to make our new cut piece to go on there. Alright, so now I have the old piece laying on top of the new one. I've got it all lined up, and they are the same width. They're about 24 inches. So what I'm going to do next is draw a line along the edge of the old one on top of the new one so I know where to cut. Set the old one away out of my way. Get ready to cut the new piece. let's see how it fits. Alright, so the first panel went in just fine. Now I'm going to try and put the screws back in the same holes of the frame that they were in before, so I don't have to make new holes in it. These guys will just snug down, tight, nice and tight and secure. I don't have to worry about those metal clips anymore, which have always been kind of a pain. They were great in the beginning, but they just don't hold up under much wind. But these sheet metal screws and this nice thick polycarbonate, much easier to get in place and hold it all together well. Oops, I missed that one just a little bit. Change the angle. There we go. Alright, and there's one panel done. So I'll keep going and get the rest of these guys put in, show you how it looks when we're done. I'll show you the difference. This is the original polycarbonate that was in there, and you see how thin that is. It's also just totally weather beaten and in bad shape. The new things that I've found at our local hardware store is probably at least twice as thick. So it's much sturdier, much harder, and it does fit in that frame just as well as this does. So glad that it's a little bit thicker. It'll give us a little better protection, and hopefully it'll last a little bit longer than the original. Alright, so not too bad. I've gotten all of the broken panels on the greenhouse itself replaced. There's a couple of them I didn't have to replace. They're showing a little age, but they're still in solid condition, so I'm going to wait to replace those, as expensive as those are. Replaced all of the ones on the front, replaced some of those up there on the top, and these on the side are ones I replaced last time, so they're still in pretty good shape. Only thing I have left to do now is replace the panels in the door, which are really in rough shape. So get these new panels cut and put in the door frame, and we'll have that buttoned up today.